What is going on, guys? My name is Pure Noble. Thank you for coming to another video. Now we're going to be talking about two events that happened with the cheating scene recently. And what's kind of crazy is that both of these events happened yesterday. So a lot of this information is fresh, it's new, and let's hope that because of these events, the cheating scene will either lighten up and you'll see it in the game as you play Call of Duty. So starting with the first update, it looks like a cheating Discord of 50,000 members has been hit with a cease and desist letter from Activision, and the cheating Discord is ZZ Services. One of the cheating Discord's mods announced recently yesterday at 4:36 p.m. Effective immediately, we are ceasing all sales and advertisements of all Call of Duty products, everything related to Activision Publishing Incorporated. This decision follows a formal letter received from Activision. As a result, we would no longer provide support, updates, or any further service related to these products. We appreciate your understanding and the support you've shown and encourage any remaining users to reach out with any questions. Thank you for your cooperations. Best regards, ZZ Services team. So I believe in the last month, ZZ Services marks the third biggest cheat Discord / provider that has been hit with a cease and desist letter from Activision. First one being Phantom Overlay, which they had about 13,000 members, and we're not too sure. The owner of the Phantom Overlay did not specifically announce if it was a cease and desist letter. He says it wasn't, but you know, with how fast he had to make this announcement and how fast they're shutting down, it possibly might be it. Second one being Inferno, and they had about 5,000 members and they had to quickly shut down. And then now the third one being ZZ Services is at 50,000 members, and now they are shutting down with COD related services. Are there other cheating Discords or Telegrams that have more than 50,000 members? Yeah, I'm sure. And I think Activision should continue pushing their legal power that they have to get all of these other Discords shut down. Because once a cease and desist letter is usually given, that's what causes these triggers to have these businesses and Discords shut down immediately. So when it comes to the details of a cease and desist letter, it's literally immediately. The moment that that recipient receives that letter, if they do not stop services or operations at the time that they received the letter, then legal actions can pursue by Activision. What's kind of crazy is I did a little bit of research of what is required for a cease and desist letter to be sent to a business or name. What's very interesting is that they only need the name of the owner of the cheat program or the cheating services and the address of the name or the business. Now, I think that's going to be the hardest one, is trying to get the address. Now, is it just a physical address or an email address? It didn't state specifically, but what I'm guessing, because of how little these cease and desist letters go out, it needs to be a physical address. So whoever was part of these Discords and programs, I think the only way that they could get this kind of information is that they have a rat themselves that has infiltrated the server to get that kind of information, or it could have been ex-employees of that cheating services or Discord that dox the business itself out of spite, out of malicious intent. Now, the next question, as always with these cheating updates and news, right, is this actually going to stop the cheating situation? Now, with Activision's recent pattern that's been happening, I think the way that they're trying to go about it is that if their anti-cheat cannot actually detect these cheats and get them out of the game, what they're gonna have to do is focus all of their resources in the legal aspect of things. As in, hey, if our anti-cheat can't detect your cheats, I'm going to find out where you are, where your place of business is, and I'm going to sue you into oblivion. Now, if they're gonna keep doing that to every single provider out there, you know, even though it still shows a lack of them on the technological side of creating a good anti-cheat, we can say that, but at least they're trying alternative means to get these cheating Discords out of here, to get these cheating programs out of the game. So let's just hope, because I think the main thing that is really affecting this game is not the bugs in the game, it's not the servers. I personally believe that I can deal with, you know, high ping, I can deal with my gun accidentally disappearing into the floor once I pick it up, because at least if I'm taking L's, I'm taking L's in a legit way, not from someone who is cheating, but from someone who is a generally more skilled player than I am, and that just pushes me to improve as a player, because now I am playing on a semi-even battlefield. Alright, talking about the second event that happened yesterday is the BO6 VIP cheat program, aka Zenith, has been detected again and has to be removed because players are being banned. It says here is that Zenith is down right now trying to fix the perms bans that were happening. It started with the DC at 10 kills way back when, and we have been fighting to keep internal chairs alive ever since. Progressively gotten worse over time. The climate for using chairs on COD has never been worse for internal chairs. This is unfortunate and hope the proper steps will be taken to make those chairs safe again. There is plenty of people who use externals and buy 2 to 3 full access Activisions and just switch between them when they get shadow banned. This might be the only path of longevity when it comes to chairing on COD. Now for those of you who are new and who don't know the slang, chairs is cheats. The reason why a lot of people use the word chair is because when they use the word cheats in cheating discords, that's what causes their discords to be flagged and reported and taken down much more quicker, not by Activision, because of moderating Discord mods themselves. You are not allowed to sell cheating programs in a cheating Discord. So when I read this message, it really just made me laugh internally, because how many times I've seen this message pop up where Zenith has been detected. They keep taking it off and putting it back on the shelf and advertising it as if this is the greatest internal chair that has not been detected, or if they have been detected, we have fixed the detections and is now no longer detectable. And then it lasts for a good, maybe a solid 2 or 3 months, and then boom, they have to take it off the shelves again because Activision has found a way to detect the chair again. But to be honest though, guys, I am not surprised that it is being detected. A lot of the internal chairs, like in the previous message, said that it's very hard to stay detected in the COD cheating market right now. So I think this is really good because it shows a little bit of evidence on Activision's side where they are working both in the anti-cheat department in making sure to actually detect these cheats, and then also working on the law side where if they can't detect these cheats, I'm going to sue you into oblivion. And let me give you a little bit of cheating 101 on internal and external. Now, the reason why externals aren't detected as much as internal is because with internal cheating programs, they mess with the actual coding itself. They mess with game memory. Now, any cheat program that messes internally with the game's memory and game's coding, the Ricochet anti-cheat has a higher chance of detecting this type of memory change. But when it comes to an external chair, these external cheats work outside of the game's memory in a different part of the kernel. Just for simplicity case, if this was the entire game, right, and then internals work into this section right over here with the internal chairs, and Ricochet has a higher chance of detecting only this internal change of game memory, externals will reside outside of the game memory in this section, but still have the ability to cheat. But another downside of externals is because they're existing outside of the game's memory, a lot of these external cheats do not provide controller support. So for any cheaters that want to try use aimbot, unfortunately, having controller support for aimbot is another detection vector that these cheat providers don't want to risk. That's why for the longest time with Phantom Overlay, with them being active ever since Verdansk, I believe only in 2023, in the later end of 2023 of their life cycle, he announced controller support. And the reason why he's been trying to hold it off for so long is because, like I said, that is a detection vector that gives a higher chance of that cheat being detected by Ricochet. Now we can call it out and say these cheat sellers and these cheat providers are so dumb for pushing out this Zenith chair that is constantly detected, but come on, you really gotta think. The bigger dumbasses out there is the people who are still buying this detected cheat. The level of desperation that they have to keep cheating in this game and using a detected chair, it is wild, and I'm trying to understand the mental part of it, and I think it really just comes down to addiction and not being able to play the game without using cheats. So at the end of the day, guys, we're just hoping. We're hoping that because these chairs are being detected, because Activision is suing these guys into oblivion, and let's hope they keep the ball rolling on this, that because of these events that are happening, the cheating scene will lessen in Call of Duty, and maybe Call of Duty might be saved. But if anything, guys, that is all I have for this update. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did enjoy the video, please drop a like on it. It helps tremendously in getting it in front of more viewers. And if you did enjoy the content, please drop a sub to the channel, and I'll see you guys later. Noble out.